primary mission is search and rescue, and then homeland security and law enforcement as well. At Morro Bay we have roughly 28, 29 personnel. It's a really small station as far as size. We only got about 3,000 square feet of everything. That's for survival gear, administrative, everything. So it's kind of a smaller station for the number of personnel, but we use our space wisely. We have 2 47 motor lifeboats and also 2 RBS response boats. That's pretty much our assets here. Station Morro Bay is the farthest south surf station. We would cover all the way from Point Conception to Cape San Martin, 50 nautical miles offshore.
So we run about 120 miles of coastline, which is a pretty big AOR. Oregon, Washington, every 30, 40 miles you have a Coast Guard station. Here, like I said, Channel Islands, Monterey is our next 2. And they're not surf stations, so a lot of times if they have a real rough case, it's rough weather, sometimes they'll, we'll take tows from them and stuff like that. Another thing that's unique about Morro Bay is we only have 2 harbors, and they're right in the center of that huge AOR, so that if we get a boat way down south, we have to take them to Port San Luis, and it's still a 8-hour tow. We don't have any other harbors that we can just kind of put boats into, so if we get a case down south, it's a long day.
We stay pretty busy. We run anywhere from 175 to 210 search and rescue cases, and we do anywhere from 150 to 250 law enforcement boardings a year. We have 5 surfmen at the station right now.
47-foot motor lifeboat. This is actually the 231, 2001 was the very first one, prototype. So this is a fairly old, old boat. It's been here for, 8 years now, 8 years or so. The 280 is the other boat we have here, the 47280. It's been here for 7 years, 6 years. 47-foot motor lifeboats, the new surf boat in the Coast Guard. It replaced the old 44. I'm kind of young in the Guard, so I never got to drive a 44. I always heard the stories from all the surfmen, best boat ever built, but I like this one. It goes 27 knots, so it's got a good cruising speed. The old 44s, they were tanks, they went through the waves. This boat kind of rides on top of them, so it's a little more of a finesse boat to drive. It's more susceptible to wind. Wind will really push you around, and like I said, in the surf, the boat reacts. You go over the waves. You're not really punching through them unless you have to.
At the surf station here, Morro Bay, you get tons of exposure. You get a little bit of the Coast Guard all around. Not just the surf and the mom and pop boardings or the commercial fishing vessel boardings. You get tons of other, beach rescues. You do, daily patrols on the power plant. You're very involved with the community, with the area around here. For being a surf station, you get a lot of exposure to other things that you would not necessarily get exposure at a surf station, say in Oregon or Washington.